Shabbat Shalom, Kiddushim and sinners and pagans. I am about to read the Torah portion to you for this Shabbat. It found in Bereshit, or Genesis for you dummies who don't know Hebrew. Abba Elohim Creator Ani Yada Ada. For this Torah that we have to read, and I ask that those watching would please ask that you would please bind the enemy and his demons, and ask that he would please not overtake them. And I ask that you would please help them to comprehend what I am reading and to understand what I am reading, and to pay attention to what I am reading, and to concentrate on what I am reading, and I ask that they would please get something out of it. Please, Yehovah Elohim, please. B'Shem Yeshua or Yehoshua HaMashiach, I pray. Amen. Gotta put my glasses on. This rather small print in this Kitve Hakodash. Oh wait, the wrong book. We start in Bereshit, or Genesis 6 verse 9. This is the genealogy of Noach. Noach was a righteous man, perfect in his generations. Noach walked with Elohim. And Noach brought forth 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japhet. And the earth was corrupt before Elohim. And the earth was filled with violence. And Elohim looked upon the earth and saw that it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted their way on the earth. And Elohim said to Noach, the end of all flesh has come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and see, I am going to destroy them from the earth. 14. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Make rooms in the ark, and cover it inside and outside with a covering. And this is how you are to make it. The length of the ark is 300 cubits, its width 50 cubits, and its height 30 cubits. Make a window for the ark, and complete it to a cubit from above, which I believe means starting at the top, 1 cubit down from the top is what that means. And set the door of the ark in its side. Make it with lower, second, and third decks. And see, I myself am bringing floodwaters on the earth to destroy all flesh, in which is the breath of life from under the heavens. All that is on the earth is to die. And I shall establish my covenant with you, and you shall come into the ark, you and your sons and your wife and your sons' wives with you. And of all the living of all flesh, 2 of each you are to bring into the ark to keep them alive with you, a male and a female. Of the birds after their kind, and of the cattle after their kind, and of all creeping creatures of the ground after their kind, 2 of each are to come to you to keep them alive. 21. As for you, take of all food that is eaten and gather it to yourself, and it shall be food for you and for them. And Noach did according to all that Elohim commanded him, so he did. Shavang. And Jehovah said to Noach, come into the ark, you and all your household, because I have seen that you are righteous before me in this generation. Of all the clean beasts take with you 7 pairs, a male and his female, and of the beasts that are unclean, 2, a male and his female. And the birds of the heavens, 7 pairs, male and female, to keep offspring alive on the face of all the earth. So notice they even had birds come into the ark, even though they could fly. For after 7 more days I am setting rain on the earth, 40 days and 40 nights, and shall wipe from the face of the earth all that stain that I created. And Noach did according to all that Jehovah commanded him. Now Noach was 600 years old when the floodwaters were on the earth. Shavang. And Noach and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives went into the ark because of the waters of the flood. Of the clean beasts and of the beasts that are unclean, and the birds and of all that creep on the earth, 2 by 2 they went into the ark to Noach, male and female, as Elohim had commanded Noach. And it came to be after 7 days that the waters of the flood were on the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd new moon, which means month, moon means month, the 17th day of the new moon, on that day all the fountains of the great deep were broken up. And actually there I'm not quite sure what that means. I think it means something about the oceans were like broken up or something. And the windows of the heavens were opened. And the rain was on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. By the way, windows of the heavens means rain. It started to rain. On that same day, Noach and Shem and Ham and Japhet, the sons of Noach, and Noah's wife and the 3 wives of his sons with him went into the ark. And actually, you notice there right there where it says Japhet or Japheth. I think that's an error because before it said Japhet with an A. Now it says Japhet. But I just pronounce it Japhet because that's what it says. They and every life form after its kind, and every beast after its kind, and every creeping creature that creeps on the earth after its kind, and every bird after its kind, every bird of every wing. And they went into the ark to Noach, 2 by 2 of all flesh, in which is the breath of life. And those going in, male and female of all flesh, went in as Elohim had commanded him, and Yehovah shut him in. And the flood was on the earth 40 days, and the waters increased and lifted up the ark, and it rose high above the earth. And the waters were mighty and greatly increased on the earth, and the ark moved about on the surface of the waters. And the waters were exceedingly mighty on the earth, and all the high mountains under all the heavens were covered. The waters became mighty, 15 cubits upward, and the mountains were covered. 21, and all flesh died, the creeping creature on the earth, birds and cattle and beasts, and every swarming creature that swarms on the earth, and all mankind, all in whose nostrils was the breath of the spirit of life, all that was on the dry land died. So he wiped off all that stand, which were on the face of the ground, both man and beast, creeping creature and bird of the heavens, and they were wiped off from the earth, and only Noach was left, and those with him in the ark. And the waters were mighty on the earth 150 days. 8. And Elohim remembered Noach, and all the beasts and all the cattle that were with him in the ark, and Elohim made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters subsided. And the fountains of the deep and the windows of the heavens were stopped. And the rain from the heavens was withheld. And the waters receded steadily from the earth. And at the end of the 150 days, the waters diminished. And in the 7th new moon, the 17th day of the new moon, the ark rested on the mountains of Ararat. And the waters decreased steadily until the 10th new moon. In the 10th new moon, on the first day of the new moon, the tops of the mountains became visible. And it came to be at the end of 40 days that Noach opened the window of the ark which he had made. And he sent out a raven which kept going out and turning back until the waters had dried up from the earth. Then he sent out a dove from him to see if the waters had receded from the face of the ground. But the dove found no resting place for its feet, and returned into the ark to him, for the waters were on the face of all the earth. So he put out his hand and took it, and pulled it into the ark to himself. And he waited yet another 7 days, and again he sent the dove out from the ark. And the dove came to him in the evening, and see, a freshly plucked olive leaf was in its mouth. And Noach knew that the waters had receded from the earth. And he waited yet another 7 days, and sent out the dove, which did not return to him again. And it came to be in the 601st year, in the 1st month, the 1st day of the new moon, that the waters were dried up from the earth. And Noach removed the covering of the ark, and looked, and saw the surface of the ground was dry. 14. And in the 2nd new moon, on the 27th day of the new moon, the earth was dry. And Elohim spoke to Noach, saying, Go out of the ark, you and your wife, and your sons and your sons' wives with you. Bring out with you every life form of all flesh that is with you, of birds, of cattle, and all creeping creatures, the creeping creatures on the earth, and let them teem on the earth, and bear an increase on the earth. So Noach went out, and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him. Every beast, every creeping creature, and every bird, whatever creeps on the earth, according to their kinds, went out of the ark. And Noach built a slaughter place to Jehovah, and took of every clean beast and of every clean bird, and offered ascending offerings on the slaughter place. So notice back then, even before the Torah was written, this is before the Torah was written, Noach knew, to only sacrifice clean beasts and clean birds, and made offerings to Jehovah. 21. And Jehovah smelled a soothing fragrance, and Jehovah said in his heart, Never again shall I curse the ground because of man, although the inclination of man's heart is evil from his youth, and never again strike all living creatures as I have done. Notice it says evil from his youth. So that means even kids that they say are so innocent really aren't innocent, folks. As long as the earth remains, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. And Elohim blessed Noach and his sons, and said to them, Be fruitful and increase, and fill the earth. And the fear of you and the dread of you is on every beast of the earth, on every bird of the heavens, on all that creeps on the ground, and on all the fish of the sea. Into your hand they have been given. Every creeping creature that lives is food for you. I have given you all as I gave the green plants. But do not eat flesh with its life, its blood, but only your blood for your lives I require. From the hand of every beast I require it, and from the hand of man, from the hand of every man's brother I require the life of man. And this verse explains this verse right here, verse 6 explains what it just said. Whoever sheds man's blood, by man his blood is shed, for in the image of Elohim has he made man. Meaning whoever kills someone, well, someone will kill them. Shavang, as for you, be fruitful and increase, bring forth teemingly in the earth and increase in it. And Elohim spoke to Noach and to his sons with him, saying, And I establish my covenant with you and with your seed after you, and with every living being that is with you, of the birds, of the cattle, and of every beast of the earth with you, of all that go out of the ark, every beast of the earth. And I shall establish my covenant with you, and never again is all flesh cut off by the waters of the flood, and never again is there a flood to destroy the earth. And Elohim said, This is a sign of the covenant which I make between me and you, and every living being that is with you, for all generations to come. I shall set my rainbow in the cloud, and it shall be for the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. 14. And it shall be when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the rainbow shall be seen in the cloud. And I shall remember my covenant which is between me and you and every living being of all flesh, and never again let the waters become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the rainbow shall be in the cloud, and I shall see it, to remember the everlasting covenant between Elohim and every living being of all flesh that is on the earth. And Elohim said to Noach, This is the sign of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is on the earth. Talking about the rainbow again. And the sons of Noach who went out of the ark were Shem and Ham and Japheth. And Ham was the father of Canaan, or Canaan in English. These three were the sons of Noach, and all the earth was overspread from them. And Noach, a man of the soil, began and planted a vineyard. And he drank of the wine and was drunk and became uncovered in his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father and told his two brothers outside. So Shem and Japheth took a garment, laid it on both their shoulders, and went backward and covered the nakedness of their father, because it says in the Torah to not to uncover or see the nakedness of your father. But their faces were turned away, and they did not see their father's nakedness. But notice again, this is before the Torah was written. So they even knew Torah. They knew what Torah, or what was right before it was written. And Noach awoke from his wine, and he knew what his younger son had done to him. Talking about Ham there. And he said, Cursed is Canaan. Let him become a servant of servants to his brothers. And he said, Blessed be Yehovah, the Elohim of Shem, and let Canaan become his servant. Talking about when Canaan becomes servant to Israel. Let Elohim enlarge Japheth, and let him dwell in the tents of Shem, and let Canaan become his servant. So it's saying Japheth, Shem's brother, his offspring. I mean his offspring dwell in the tents of Shem, or Yisrael. 28. Then Noach lived after the flood 350 years. So all the days of Noach were 950 years, and he died. And this is the genealogy of the sons of Noach. Shem, Ham, and Yafet, and sons were born to them after the flood. The sons of Yafet, Gomer, and Magog, and Madai, and Yawan, and Tuval, and Meshech, and Tiras. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, and Riphat, and Togarmah. And the sons of Yawan, Elisha, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. From these, the coastland peoples of the nations were separated into their lands, everyone according to his language, according to their clans, and to their nations. And the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mitzrayim, and Put, and Canaan. Mitzrayim is the Hebrew for Egypt. Shavan. And the sons of Cush, Seva, and Hawilah, and Savta, and Ramah, and Sabteka. And the sons of Ramah, Sheva, and Dedan. And Cush brought forth Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one on the earth. He was a mighty hunter before Yehovah. Therefore it is said, like Nimrod, the mighty hunter before Yehovah. In the beginning of his reign was Bavel, and Arak, and Akkad, and Calneh, in the land of Shinar. From that land he went to Ashur, and built Nineveh, and Rehoboth, and Kalach, and Rasen between Nineveh and Kalach, the great city. And Mitzrayim brought forth Ludim, and Anamim, and Lehavim, and Naphtuchim, and Patrusim, and Kasluchim, from whom came the Philistines, and Kaphtorim. So notice that all the pagans came from Ham, the ones that the Israelites were ordered to slay, kill. And Canaan brought forth Sidon, his firstborn, and Chet, and the Jebusite, and the Amorite, and the Girgashite, and the Hiwite, and the Archite, and the Sinite, and the Arwadite, and the Samarite, and the Hamathite. And afterward, the clans of the Canaanites were spread abroad. And the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon as you go toward Gerar, as far as Azah, as you go toward Sodom, and Amorah, and Admah, and Seboim, as far as Lasha. These were the sons of Ham, according to their clans, according to their languages, in their lands, and their nations. 21. And also to Shem, the father of all the children of Ever, the brother of Japhet, the elder. Children were born. The sons of Shem, Elam, and Ashur, and Arpachshad, and Lud, and Aram. And the sons of Aram, Uz, and Hul, and Gether, and Mash. And Arpachshad brought forth Shalach, and Shalach brought forth Aver. To Aver were born two sons. The name of one was Peleg, for in his days the earth was divided. And his brother's name was Yoktan. And Yoktan brought forth Almodad and Shalef and Chatzarmawet and Yarach and Hadoram and Uzal and Dikla and Oval and Avimael and Sheva and Ophir and Chawala and Yovav. All these were sons of Yoktan, and their dwelling place was from Mesha as you go towards Sephar, a mountain of the east. These were the sons of Shem according to their clans, according to their languages, in their lands, according to their nations. These were the clans of the sons of Noach, according to their generations, in their nations, and from these the nations were divided on the earth after the flood. 11. And all the earth had one language and one speech. It came to be, as they set out from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said to each other, "Come, let us make bricks and bake them thoroughly." And they had brick for stone, and they had asphalt for mortar. And they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city, and a tower whose top is in the heavens, and make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered over all the face of the earth." Then Jehovah came down to see the city and the tower which the sons of men had built. And Jehovah said, "Look, they are one people, and they all have one language, and this is what they begin to do. And now they are not going to be withheld from doing whatever they plan to do." Shavan. "Come, let us go there and confuse their language, so that they do not understand one another's speech." Notice right there it says us, meaning not just Jehovah alone, but Jehovah and Malachim, or angels, or Jehovah and Yeshua, the Messiah, and the Ruach HaKodesh. And Jehovah scattered them from there over the face of all the earth, and they left off building the city. This is why this name was called Bavel, because there Jehovah confused the language of all the earth, and from there Jehovah scattered them over the face of all the earth. It says right here, Bavel is derived from a verb which means to confuse. This is a genealogy of Shem. Shem was 100 years old and brought forth Arpachshad 2 years after the flood. And after he brought forth Arpachshad, Shem lived 500 years and brought forth sons and daughters. So notice right here, it says Shem, apparently Shem only lived to be 600. So the ages of the men are already declining. And notice how it declines more and more as we go on here. And Arpachshad lived 35 years and brought forth Shalach. And after we brought forth Shalach, Arpachshad lived 403 years and brought forth sons and daughters. 14. And Shalach lived 30 years and brought forth Aver. And after he brought forth Aver, Shalach lived 403 years and brought forth sons and daughters. And Aver lived 34 years and brought forth Peleg. And after he brought forth Peleg, Aver lived 430 years and brought forth sons and daughters. And Peleg lived 30 years and brought forth Reu. And after he brought forth Reu, Peleg lived 209 years and brought forth sons and daughters. And Reu lived 32 years and brought forth Serug. 21. And after he brought forth Serug, Reu lived 207 years and brought forth sons and daughters. And Serug lived 30 years and brought forth Nachor. And after he brought forth Nachor, Serug lived 200 years and brought forth sons and daughters. So notice Serug only lived 230 years. And Nachor lived 29 years and brought forth Tarach. And after he brought forth Tarach, Nachor lived 119 years and brought forth sons and daughters. So notice Nachor only lived 119 years plus 29 years when he brought forth Tarach. And Tarach lived 70 years and brought forth Avram, Nachor, and Haran. And this is the genealogy of Tarach. Tarach brought forth Avram, Nachor, and Haran. And Haran brought forth Lot. 28. And Haran died before his father Tarach in the land of his birth in Ur-Kasdim. And Avram and Nachor took wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah and the father of Yiscah. Now this had me confused, but what it's saying here is the name of Nahor's wife was Milcah, who was the daughter of Haran, who was the father of Milcah and the father of Yiscah. And Sarai was barren, she had no child. And Tarach took his son Avram and his grandson Lot, son of Haran, which was his son, the son of Tarach, and his daughter-in-law Sarai, his son Abram's wife, and they went out with them from Ur-Kasdim to go to the land of Canaan. And they came to Haran and dwelt there. And the days of Tarach came to be 205 years, and Tarach died in Haran. Well, Shabbat Shalom, folks.